Aloha Kako. Today I'm coming on to talk about the Pluto retrograde that will be occurring on April 29th, the day before eclipse season happens. And this Pluto retrograde will be occurring in the sign of Capricorn. I'm not sure what degree or anything like that. Go look that up yourself. I am going to be talking about the energy tag, the metaphysical understanding, the psychic feelings that I get from this Pluto retrograde. Okay, so first I want to begin with Pluto retrograding in Capricorn. Okay, so Pluto, the planet of death, birth, taxes, reincarnation, taboos, sex, spirituality, psychicness. It is the underground. Anytime Pluto does anything, know right away that what is hidden, what is in the underground, the underlying energy is being brought to the surface in order to be acknowledged, recognized, and illuminated. Happening in the sign of Capricorn. I mean, it's pretty predictable at this time, considering all the shenanigans going on within the society and those that have created these societal structures. I am honestly so over it. Anyways, Capricorn, the father, government, societal structures, finances, financial institutions, law, career, things like that. The traditional mundane, work 9 to 5, blah, 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 blah. I'm over it, okay? We just need to eradicate all this bullshit and understand that it is being eradicated, but it's going to get more intense, more uncomfortable, more ridiculous. It's a freaking clown show out there because it's been a bunch of clowns running the goddamn shit for way too long. Excuse my language in this video because I'm just over it. And so what we're going to see happening really up until, whatever this ascension is going to be, or whatever, it's going to be like a pressure cooker, and this is just adding to that pressure cooker. The eclipse is going to add to the pressure cooker. We got Pluto returning Capricorn, Pluto retrograding Capricorn, all these really intense transits pretty much happening in Capricorn for quite some time now. And again, that's all of that societal structure. So enough of that. I want to talk about how the Pluto retrograde is going to be affecting us individually. And the first thing that I want to say is there's been major judgment energy happening, I think, for quite some time, for at least the past few months. I believe that we are living in the days of judgment, okay? And I want to present this with you guys. Be grateful for your challenges. I want you to think about that. Be grateful for your challenges because they could be a lot worse. Be grateful for your challenges because they're actually molded to who you are, your path, what you need to do here, what it is you need to learn and integrate. Be grateful for your challenges because something within them are meant to liberate you and bring you to the next level. So I want you guys to reflect on that. Write that down. What does that mean to you? When I say to you, be grateful for your challenges, what do you think of? What does that make you feel? Are you like, absolutely not? Are you like, yeah, that makes sense? Whatever it is you feel when I say that to you, I want you to dive deeper into that. I want you to reflect on that. I do think this Pluto retrograde season is going to be one where you are going through whatever you're going through. Something happens, a roadblock, you feel some sort of suffering, whatever it is. And then you're going to be presented with, oh my God, my friend just told me this is happening to them. Wow, I just saw this on social media. Oh my God, I just got this strange phone call. This is happening to someone I know. It's like you're going to realize how lucky you might just be within your challenges. And that might be a challenge within itself. And so understand that we're going to be presented with this idea, this way of thinking of what are our challenges really. Okay, I'm going to leave that at that. I do feel that a lot of us are becoming more close to the creator than we have ever been. I feel big eyes on me all the time. Big ass eyes in the sky, or just in front of me, just looking at me. And what you are going to find with moving closer to our creator is that you are taking part in certain actions, circumstances, perspectives, whatever, that there's no room for that within this presence that you are stepping closer to. Certain things you are doing, there is no room for it within the presence of our Creator, within the full presence within our Creator, within the capacity that you are stepping closer to our Creator. I do feel that there is a lot of liberation happening. And I do feel that our Creator is looking to see how we will choose to break these karmic cycles moving forward. And these ideas that come up with the planet Pluto, you know, death, birth, reincarnation, loss, taboo, whatever. And then Capricorn, societal structures, finances, career, whatever. Are you going to react to those things when they show up in your life the same way that you used to? Because if you are, that might be an issue. I think a lot of us are moving so close to our Creator to the point where we are going to take a step back and say, you know what? I don't want to act in a way that my Creator would not want me to act. I don't want to speak in a way my Creator wouldn't want me to speak. I don't want to put myself in circumstances that our Creator wouldn't want me to be in, which is a very beautiful thing, but also it is going to challenge us to our core. And I do think that this Pluto retrograde, especially with it happening the day before eclipse season, it's going to be intense. It's going to be a doozy. Okay, it's adding to the pressure cooker of this quote ascension that is taking place, the shedding of all this nonsense that whether you and I take part in it, they take part in it, society nonsense, whatever it is, this is what it takes, and this is what we came here for. Okay, so let's get into the tarot cards that I pulled for this Pluto retrograde. I'm going to show you all of them at once, beginning with the Page of Swords. So this was the first card that came out, the Hierophant, and then lastly, the Moon. Okay, as a whole, know right away, hard-hitting information that is coming through that will be uncomfortable to hear at first, but will be a gift at the end because it will liberate you. But you have to allow it to liberate you. Information coming in, whether person-to-person communication or communication from the other side, from your spirit team, letting you know something that may make you step back, or it will make you step back, and think about what course of action you may be taking that is not going to be good for you. Okay, it's going to push you to alter something. Alter your course, alter a way of thinking, alter a form of communication. But understand that this Pluto retrograde season, uncomfortable information coming in that is meant to really elevate you. The Page of Swords is all about that. The Page of Swords is also highly intellectual, great new intellectual ideas. I would say during this Pluto retrograde season, the intellect and the intuition are key here. You might not need to be so rational, but also how you rationalize the quote irrational, how you rationalize your intuitive capabilities. Our Creator is very much going to be looking at that during this time. That will be shifting and changing as well. Another thing, you are shifting and changing, your spiritual practices should be as well. Do not be afraid to change and alter and transition your spiritual practices. With the Hierophant and the Moon coming out, it's saying that very strongly. The Moon, very intuitive, highly psychic. There's a time, I would say, of prophecies coming to light, omens coming to light. You might dream something, it might happen a week later, that kind of thing. So you really want to pay attention to your intuitive, emotional, psychic capabilities during this time. Pay extra attention to what spirit is saying to you. Cryptic messages, okay? Get ready for those cryptic messages coming in and you figuring out, how am I going to integrate this? What am I meant to do with this? The Moon is all about illumination, coming with the Pluto, the planet Pluto, which is another planet, again, bringing something from the underground and to the surface. I want to say to you guys that anyone watching this, you're watching this because you walk a spiritual path. And what it means to walk a spiritual path is to step into the darkness of yourself, of this world, of those around you, and illuminate what needs to be healed, what needs to be recognized. I think it's going to be really important during this Pluto retrograde season to not ignore. You have to look it in the face. You have to look it in the face. Period. You have to look it in the face, you have to accept it, and you have to do something with it. What you decide to do with it, I think our creators really look into that. When it comes to the energy of judgment, the judgment card came out today, the day I'm doing this video. Okay, so what judgment is that pesky karmic pattern or cycle or whatever that keeps coming back around over and over and over. And it's like a karmic merry-go-round. You're on the merry-go-round, you're off it, you're on it, you're off it. What is it going to take? What needs to happen? What revelation needs to occur? What awakening needs to happen in order for you to never even look at that merry-go-round ever again? It will be happening this Pluto retrograde season. And I think it's going to take time to be able to fully get into this new flow of, you know, whatever is occurring around you, what's occurring in this society. And that, quote, merry-go-round is going to be a major aspect of you moving out of one flow into another flow, if that makes sense. So the moon card, it's, you know, pretty ironic that, of course, the moon card is coming out for Pluto retrograde reading when it's happening the day before eclipse season. There's going to be a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse within the next month. So, you know, it's just comical at this point to me. Okay, so then we are receiving the Hierophant. The Hierophant is, first of all, it's number 5, transitions. But the Hierophant is actually all about breaking those societal, family, community, people around you, the expectations that outside forces place on you, you ripping those shackles off and doing your own thing. The Hierophant is my card of breaking through the glass ceiling of society, the glass ceiling of what your family tells you you need to do versus what you actually want to do. The Hierophant is also forming a strong, solid, secure spiritual practice, spiritual modalities, spiritual structure. The Hierophant, obviously there is like a pope or a priest in here. So that also is going to go into tradition. What are we doing with these traditions? I mean, even the holidays and stuff like that, like, aren't they dead yet? I mean, doesn't it feel like they don't even mean anything anymore? That's meant to happen. It's going to keep happening. What is tradition to you? Are you making your own traditions? Are you forming your own way of doing things? Forming your own, the culture of you, dare I say. All right? That is what is coming up for this Pluto retrograde season. The Hierophant is going to be about, you know, if you hold on to a perspective, a way of doing that you took from your religious family, took from your drug addict family, took from your illness family, or even just your parents want you to be so successful, they want you to be a doctor so bad, so they force all this stuff onto you. Are you breaking free from that? Is that actually what you want to do? Are the expectations that you hold from yourself, for yourself, even your own? Or did you take them from your mom or your sister or the, you know, the society, the government, college, whatever it is? The Hierophant is all about breaking free from all of that. Now, all of these cards combined, again, it's going to be intense, but understand that we came here for this. We are living in predestined, predetermined times, and I really think that that is going to slap us in the face this Pluto retrograde season. So I think I'm going to leave that at that for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them below. If you liked what I said, if you didn't like what I said, leave it below. I'm here. You know the vibes.